Story 20. Jacob blesses his sons and God's promise for Israel. Genesis 48:1-49-33. Jacob, also known as Israel, was now old and near the end of his life. He called for Joseph and his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, to come to him. Joseph positioned Manasseh, the elder son, at Jacob's right hand and Ephraim, the younger, at his left. But Jacob crossed his arms, placing his right hand on Ephraim and his left on Manasseh. Joseph tried to correct him, saying, "Father, Manasseh is the firstborn, place your right hand on him." But Jacob refused, saying, "I know, my son. Manasseh will also become great, but Ephraim will be greater, and his descendants will become a multitude of nations." After blessing Ephraim and Manasseh, Jacob called all his sons to give them his final blessings and speak about their futures. Each blessing was unique, reflecting the character and destiny of each son. Reuben, the firstborn, had strength, but lost his leadership because of past mistakes. Judah was promised to be the leader among his brothers, and from his line would come a great king. This was a prophecy of Jesus, the Messiah. Joseph received a special blessing, as Jacob spoke of his strength and faithfulness despite the hardships he endured. Jacob also reminded his sons of God's promise to Abraham, Isaac, and himself, that their descendants would inherit the land of Canaan. When Jacob finished blessing his sons, he gave them instructions. "Bury me in the cave in Canaan, where Abraham, Sarah, Isaac, and Rebekah are buried." Jacob then gathered his feet into his bed, breathed his last, and was gathered to his people. Reflection for children. Jacob's blessings show how God has a unique plan for each of us. Even when we make mistakes, God's promises remain faithful. His plan is greater than we can imagine.